The fuck going on, man? Awake, what's happening? The phone's just sitting next to me for the moment. Ugh. Let me see something. Don't work. I don't know what the fuck happened. What was the last thing you heard me say? I think I might have accidentally hit that mic. I don't even know when I hit it. But y'all can't hear me, correct? Okay. So y'all didn't hear anything I said. Y'all didn't hear a damn thing I said. I didn't even know the audio. Man, this shit be fucking up. Y'all can hear me, correct? I guess I gotta tell this long ass story again. All right, let's try again. Today is Tops Day, or yesterday, technically now, was Tops Day, which means that Tops basketball cards haven't been out for 15 years. Okay. So my whole goal for today was to try to secure a box at regular price. That was my whole goal when I woke up. So when I woke up, I called the card shop because I woke up like a little after 11. I called the card shop. I'm like, y'all got a box of these cards? And they was like, yeah. I was like, how much? These niggas was like, double the price. I was like, no, I'm not paying double the price for this. You're overhyping it. Something told me to go to the Topps website. I go to the Topps website. They weren't sold out yet. So I was like, cool. I hopped in line. I didn't expect to get one. I got one at retail price. So I was like, this is like I hadn't even been awake 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So now I'm happy. I'm like, yes. So Christy asked me to fix something on the living room TV for her. Because I came out and I was like, I wanted to show her something that Wimby did. And then she was like, can you fix this for the TV? So while I was fixing the shit for the TV, I just started getting insanely nauseous. Like insane. And I handed her a remote and I just went back into the room. She was like, you ain't gonna show me what you was talking about? I was like, I just need a second. I'm super nauseous. It's been a bug going through our house for a month. Junior got it first. Christy got it second. Football just cleared up. And guess who's bringing up the rear? That's right. So we go to, so after I get a box, the box probably ain't gonna be here for like, they gotta ship it. You know what I mean? So you know how that goes. I said, well, me and Junior will go to Walmart and see if they got the value boxes. Because everybody's gonna buy them value boxes and up the price on them because the value box only $20. It's like, cool. We'll go get a box or two and we'll come home. When we got to Walmart, parked the car like I always do, and I'm getting ready to get out to get him out the car. And I got real nauseous again to the point where I'm standing outside the car getting ready to open his door and get him out. I'm like, hey man, am I about to fucking throw up all in this fucking Walmart parking lot? Like it was so intense. Like I was literally looking around to see where people were coming from so I don't freak anybody out. And then I'm standing in front of the car. So if I do have to throw up, Junior can't see it. I was like, what the fuck? So then it passes. Go in the motherfucking store, get the cards, and we come back home. I'm sitting on the edge of the bed. I still got shit all over my bed, bro. You know how you go shopping, you come home, especially like stuff that ain't for like the kitchen and stuff like for your room and shit like that. You'll come home and put the shit on the bed, whatever. Because the whole plan was I'm opening all of this shit, and obviously I put everything up. I opened the first box, and I remember I was like, yes, I got a Cooper flag because I think the nigga's overrated and I'm selling all his cards. I was like, yes. Then I was like, man, I'm sweating. I'm like, what the fuck am I sweating? Oh, nigga, I was sweating profusely. Profusely. I went to the bathroom, nigga. I let it happen. I didn't even tell Christy because I was trying not to jinx it. Because when Christy heard me say I was nauseous, she was like, "Oh shit, you about to get that shit we all had?" And I'm like, "I'm not going for that." I'm like, "I'm supposed to be trying to do a fucking marathon today." God had better plans on that marathon. Do you hear me? I threw up like 7 times today. I was throwing up to the point where I'm just looking at myself like, nigga, there's nothing left. Leave me alone. There's nothing left. Then I kept having the hots and the chills, and by the time Christy realized I had threw up, I had already threw up like 4 or 5 times. I just was like, I'm not going to tell her. Hell no, I ain't starting my vacation today, Brian. You insane? Who the fuck wants to be sick on days of their vacation? I'm good on that. I'll bring my black ass right back to work. Figure it out from there. So, this is my first time touching my phone since like noon. Oh, for sure, Brian. I would definitely get better, and then we'll go on vacation. May just leave Monday. I mean, nigga was bro. So then I finally, it took me 4 hours to get in the tub. Well, it was more like two. I was so cold, and I was like, I gotta warm up. I ran a hot bath. It took me 2 hours to walk 20 feet to get in that tub. It took me about 20 minutes to get out. But then I grabbed my phone and I see that everybody. I was like, yeah, this is kind of alarming. Like, especially like people that I talk to and shit and whatnot. My family and all of this, my LNC compadre, all of that shit. It's like I ain't talked to nobody, and I'm like, ain't nobody seen me move at all. Cause people see me moving. Cause like sometimes I'm sure people understand. It's like we ain't really heard for Shay, and then all of a sudden a video pop up or a live pop up. It's like, oh, that's what he was doing. He was working on that shit. So, nigga. So what do you think I've been doing the whole time I've been laying in the bed sick? Any guesses? Obviously, the terror sleep. Everybody, people should know about the terror sleep, where it's like so after I would vomit, which I ain't trying to be all over the top. I will not show any vomiting, but after I vomited, it made me feel so much fucking better. I would be sweating profusely. I feel so much better. I'd fucking wipe myself down, pause, and then go right back into the bed and get the best sleep ever for like 40 minutes. And then wake up with your stomach hurting again. Yeah, it's all love. Cause I didn't even know Christy did that until she came in the room and she was like, I hit everybody, told everybody you just not feeling good. I was like, man, right on. So shout out to my wife. But y'all know what I've been in bed doing. Don't play dumb. Work gotta be done. Work has to be done. Rain, sleep, snow, illness, it don't fucking matter. I don't give a fuck if I'm throwing up. This shit's going to get done. Period. So don't think you got the day off, little nigga. Because I was in bed all day. Because you didn't. It actually was a no-brainer at this point. Guess what I turned on and was like, I damn near had night terrors a couple of times. I watched the 4 hour joint today. Well, it mainly watched me, in the words of my pops. R.I.P. Joe. Yeah, I'm gonna go in here and let this TV watch me for a little while. Yeah, that's why I was on. And I would just wake up to the craziest shit, nigga. I was I was waking up to the craziest shit like, nigga, what? Rhonda, what's happening, cuz? I need some 7 Up like a motherfucker. I wish football had her license. Get your ass up and go to the store right now. It's a school night. Oh my God, the excuses. You got a raw Gretzky rookie. What kind of condition it look like? Oh well, Rhonda. That's. I mean, you know how this shit goes. Some of y'all do. Where it's like, nigga, I done slept all day. I've been sleeping all it off since like 11 a.m. And then when I grabbed my phone was at like 4%. So I was like, I gotta kind of tell everybody, I don't want motherfuckers to think I don't know what niggas would think. How do I go from possibly doing a marathon and then taking a week off to just falling off the face of the earth completely? I'll put you on some game there, Amber. For sure. Well, goodness. So then everybody was blowing my phone up because Jed. Now, how bad do you want to win? Think about something in your life that since a kid you've been trying your hardest to win. You just want to win. Would you take a day of vomiting to get your win? Here's what I mean. What happened tonight on Jed's stream would not have happened had I not been sick. Because I'd have been on air blowing this up already. This nigga Jedediah Brown has went off the deep end. So Jed, let me ask you something. Do you think threatening the trustees helps my case or hurts it? Because I'm getting ready to contact the trustees and their lawyers and ask them how they want to go, how they want to proceed. Y'all niggas want to have a talk and we talk about some shit? Or do y'all want to just be like, nigga, sue us? You get on your video threatening the fucking trustees on behalf of Fania, you fucking moron? Are you really this dumb, nigga? I read emails and shit from people like this ain't real. I turned it on for a second. Oh, it's real. Fania, do you have a lawyer for real? Fania, if you have a lawyer for real, you need to fire them. I'll pick the phone back up in a minute, y'all. Like I'm exhausted, like body tired. Goodness gracious. Hey Jed, I ain't got no shirt on. You want to see them middies, nigga? You want to see the middies, nigga? I ain't got no shirt on, nigga. No? Oh, that's all right. Better luck next time. Better luck next time. Man, I've been sipping water all day. Lytics, what up? Yeah, this nigga Jed threatening everybody, bro. Look, I'm in the middle of listening to the crash out now. Hold on, where's the other one?
Feeling what one person say. I love people hard. When I find out that you fucking with me, I'm gonna be a locomotive every time because I don't deserve it.
Stop, Jed. I can't laugh today.
And it's just not cool. There's only one thing that Barack Obama gave
AP,
me. He said if the
what are you doing?
greatest gift that people can give you is to underestimate you. So I love to make or let people
What, baby?
underestimate me.
What you want?
And so
What you
what I'm
want?
going to say about that is I
What you
continue
want?
to wait with another issue for me. Jay Billionaire. Jay Billionaire, Jay Blitz filed a document with the EEOC as well as a lawsuit.
Man,
Don't tell me about nobody doing that.
Silent Library was the fun I needed. That was so fun. Hey, put your fat ass blocking my light. What you want? What is it you asking for? Cause baby, you haven't seen me move all day. Lord, what's happening? AP, I'm not getting up, girl. I'm not all the way there. What you see? I'm talking on the phone, and that makes you think, oh, he's alive again. Well, I wasn't ever dead. I just I ain't staying long or no shit because I'm like 60, 70%. Like, thank God for technology where I could just kind of turn my microphone on. I would have turned the screen, might not even be on in a lot of time, but it's not working today. But God needed me to sit down today and be out of the way because He had some stuff coming for me. And it came. Trustees, don't y'all feel stupid. You are caught between a jet and a hard place, nigga. It was a big thunderstorm a couple hours ago. That definitely helped my mental. Samoy, what up? I was just like, I didn't press because I know sometimes people get on me about pressing, like trying to push through it and whatnot when I probably shouldn't. Not today. Not today. Hey, hey, there was 0% chance I was getting out of this fucking bed, my nigga. You know what I want to? You know what is, I guess, a level of fantasy I want to have as far as like, nigga, when I'm sick, I want to set up like a kid. What, baby? What you want? What you meowing about? I love you too. What, you just want some love? Love you, AP. Like, I was not getting on air today. That just wasn't happening. Long story short. But this is what I warned Jed about last night that I didn't know I was warning him about like today. It was like, don't start getting acting up because you think a nigga ain't in this post. Dumbass nigga. Well, I know. That's why I ain't get out of bed. That's why I ain't staying on here long. Because I've been between waves. Yeah, April always knows. April and Pepper's on behind me right now. They know. They're really good at picking up. Daddy ain't feeling right. Let's go lay over there with him. And April just sitting here like, you can love on me, Daddy. It'll make you feel better. And yes, it will. My kitty love always makes me feel better. Love you, girl. Your tail is on screen though. So I don't think I'm ready tomorrow. More than likely, I'm probably gonna take the weekend off. Then after I take the weekend off, I'll either work all of next week or a bit of next week. And then take off as I plan. Ain't no way I'm counting sick days as vacation days. I ain't took a vacation in how long? I started off sick. I'm good. Did the Thunder win tonight? I know the Warriors did. Chauncey Billups got arrested today, and I wasn't even able to talk about it. But I see ain't none of y'all talking about LeBron best friend getting locked up and the messages they had regarding LeBron. And yeah, some of this betting shit, yep, LeBron's involved. It's bad. It's bad. So this is a true story. This shit gonna sound unbelievable as fuck, but I promise it's not. You know what? Then again, I'm probably lying. One night, this is years ago. I was still living in Indianapolis. I'm watching the Bucks and Giannis play against LeBron. Right, LeBron was getting treated like a 5-year-old. For those that don't know, Giannis is way bigger than LeBron. LeBron's a big dude. Giannis is even more big. Okay, Giannis. I called my brother. It was so shocking. Like I generally don't call my brother after 10 o'clock his time because he gets up to go to work. But ever so often I will, like when it's something. And I hit him and I'm like, man, Giannis is out here trying to fucking embarrass LeBron, bro. I'm not bullshitting. Like every time Giannis was going to the cup, he was trying to dunk on this nigga, all types of shit. It was almost like Giannis don't like that nigga. So this is maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, okay? Because I was living in Indianapolis. So maybe like a week or so ago, I'm looking at shit. And I noticed that basically since that game years ago, LeBron has missed damn near every game against Giannis since. You can go look this up. I couldn't even fucking believe it. He been ducking this nigga. So I hit my brother like a couple weeks ago. I was like, hey man, you remember that time I hit you and was like, Giannis is just trying to fucking embarrass LeBron? He was like, yeah. And I was like, hey nigga, did you know that like LeBron has basically ducked every game against that nigga since then? Chris, what's happening? Raven, what's happening? And me and my brother was looking at the stats together and whatnot, and we was just laughing like, LeBron, you a hoe ass nigga, right? And I thought that was gonna be the end of it. LeBron a hoe ass nigga, don't know none of his fanboys care. It's just a coincidence, yada yada yada. Guess what I found out today? Damon Jones, who is part of the shit with Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier, these niggas was working for La Costa Nostra, nigga. Don't you know that Damon Jones? So when LeBron won, or when LeBron had the game where he passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for most points scored, 2 days later he had to play Giannis. Damon Jones already knows what time it is, so he hits niggas up and tells niggas like, hey, LeBron ain't playing, so smash on the Bucks, smash on the Bucks. Because Damon Jones would hit people, and then they found out Damon Jones has had restricted locker room access to the Lakers the whole time. So he's really cool with LeBron. So when he know LeBron ain't playing, he was hitting niggas and charging niggas $2,500 for information, and then they'll pay him the 2,500, and then they'll turn around and bet 100,000 on some shit. And the part of this about this sports gambling shit that is so hilariously sad, it's never. So there was one nigga, Jonte Porter. Jonte Porter, don't nobody, you've never heard this nigga's name. He's been banned from the NBA. You didn't even fucking know it. Jonte Porter is the brother of Otto Porter. Otto Porter has made over $150 million in the NBA when he played. Otto Porter was good. The last time the Warriors won a championship, we won with Otto Porter. Okay. Porter's brother makes it to the league, but he's not that good. So this nigga, he barely gets in the game. He only plays like about an hour or so, a couple minutes or so each half at that, unless somebody was hurt. When I saw the film of how this nigga was like he had the under on his rebound prop, and I saw like the shit he was doing to like fumble these rebounds and shit. It was like the most hilarious shit ever. It was like the most obvious. Yeah, okay, nigga. Those are people I expect. I expect a nigga at the end of the bench who ain't even got a guaranteed contract. That's why I would never take no type of props or anything on niggas who ain't supposed to play. Because those are the niggas that are probably gonna be involved in some shit because they don't make no money. It's the NBA has to do better at making sure the niggas at the end of the bench make money. But now we've learned it don't fucking matter. LeBron and his team is caught up in some shit, and then that's before you get to the fucking poker games, nigga. La Costa Nostra poker games. Seems extremely savory. Do you understand the level of cheating that them niggas was doing? They had secret cameras in the chip trays. They had x-ray machines on the table, like up under the table. Like it's the most like, oh my God, y'all was really fleecing niggas. Gilbert Arenas, you might be involved in this. You sitting there laughing and joking, nigga. Man. Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all, and I'm talking to you NBA niggas, do y'all niggas think y'all too famous for one of these mafias to kill you or your people? Do you not understand how fucking powerful these niggas are? Because these niggas, the police know who these niggas are and don't do shit to them. Chauncey Billups. This nigga Chauncey Billups had one of the greatest stories of just being a middle of the pack guard out of Colorado. Who found his way to the Detroit Pistons. Chauncey Billups worked his way into every position he's gotten into. He was never considered like the best point guard, but then he became Mr. Big Shot. Them niggas beat the Lakers in the 2004 championship. You understand? They stopped them from getting the four-peat. Then you have such an illustrious career when you weren't supposed to have it at all. You weren't, you were never considered you was going to be a LeBron and all these niggas. Then you work hard enough to become a coach. And then you getting caught up in fucking poker gambling. It's like, why do y'all niggas need so much motherfucking money? And here's part of the reason why I know they need it. It's because they don't know how to cap their lifestyles. It's always about keeping up with the Joneses. That's why I love people like Adam Sandler and shit. Yep, every time I walk out the house, I look broke as shit. You niggas know I got money. I don't give a fuck. I ain't trying to keep up with you niggas so I can keep my money. And do whatever, needs to be done, all this shit. But nope, it's a lot of keeping up with the Joneses and shit like that. I'll give you an example when I thought about that for real tonight. And I bet y'all never think about it. I'll be surprised. Maybe you do. I don't want to downplay your intelligence or nothing. Because I never really thought about this. I was sitting here trying to watch the Warriors game before I got in the tub. And the commercials came on. It was a commercial for this like cross-training Peloton machine. Nigga, that bitch looks so expensive. Obviously, they didn't even put the price on the screen. Who do you think that's marketing for? It ain't for you. It ain't for me. We not sitting here trying to put a Bugatti in our basement as an exercise machine. How many rich niggas you think got that Peloton shit, ain't never used it, and just got it to keep up with the Joneses? That's one thing I've seen. Bro, you go over some of these NBA niggas' house, you would be floored at the amount of unopened, top of the line shit be at their houses. I'm talking about unopened. I guarantee it's niggas with them Pelotons that ain't never even been put together. Nothing. But then you start realizing that your little funky ass $12 million a year, that ain't shit. And a lot of these niggas at these country clubs laugh at your ball playing ass. You ain't got no real money, nigga. And then the mob comes up with the easiest story, like the test of time story, where it's like, oh, the mob acts like your best friend, lets you get into debt, and then they come up with this easy way to let you get out of debt. Especially the first time, it's easy as fuck. Hey nigga, you supposed to make like you supposed to have like 28 points tonight. Why don't you make sure you have 25? Now, how can somebody, if the point spread, let's say the point spread says you supposed to score 28 and a half points. Vegas says 28 and a half points. Is he going to score over or under? Well, for somebody like, and I'm using these people because they're not involved. Like somebody like, I guess we can go Steph. How can Steph, if he knows he's supposed, if Steph's averaging 20 or 30 points a game, because that's how they get you. Steph will be averaging 30 points. Then you'll go to the props and you'll see it's 28 and a half. So logic tells you, you look at the sheet like, man, Steph, he's averaging 30. He should be able to get 29. And it's a game where he should get the 29. He's playing some bums. They point guards hurt and all this shit. So how can Steph make sure he comes over without it looking obvious? Can anybody tell me in the NBA game how you could pull it off easily? One for yes, two for no if you could tell me. Or you could just tell me. Two if you can't. Because it's very simple. See if anybody know. Not one of you niggas know. That's crazy. All you gotta do, all you gotta do is commit 2 early fouls. Steph be down on defense, make a dumb reach at the play, foul. Come back down a minute later, make another dumb reach, foul. That's 2 fouls in the first quarter. So what are they getting ready to do? They're gonna take Steph out for the rest of the game or for the rest of the quarter. So now, when he comes back, he can look normal trying to get his 29, 30 points, but he just didn't have enough time. Maybe he could have pushed a little harder to get it, but he didn't have enough time, and we was winning, and I was making a better play. So when I be hearing about some of these niggas and how they be getting caught up in the shit, I'm like, y'all must have been down bad. Because there's lots of ways that a player can do this shit. You can watch every minute in the game and they can do this shit and you would never notice. But it's like, it's this level of greed. Sports betting ain't for us. That shit's for them niggas in the 1%. You think the NBA gives a fuck about your $20 parlay, your $10 parlay, your 30% boost on a parlay? You think they give a fuck about that? Nigga, bro, y'all know I do fantasy sports. So the Terry Rozier shit was even more crazy to me. I was on the internet. I bullshit you not. I've had a couple of times that some shit like this has happened where I see some shit before it actually happens. And this is one of them. I didn't know it would go to this, but I saw certain shit. The Terry Rozier game, it was the weirdest shit ever. It was like it was either the second to the last game of the season or the last game of the season. It was like the most meaningless fucking game ever. Nigga, tell me what's happening. It was like the most meaningless game ever. And I think Terry Rozier, I think he had a prop of like 5.5 rebounds. So that's weird. You know about sports. How many of you do you know who Terry Rozier is? Press 1 for yes, 2 for no. Do you know who Scary Terry Rozier the third is? Shout out to Brian. So if you don't know who Scary Terry is, you know who LeBron is. You know who Steph is. You probably know who Joker is. You know these people. All of a sudden, Vegas gets all of this action out of nowhere. You talking about millions of dollars put on The under of Terry Rozier getting these rebounds in this meaningless game. Terry Rozier gets hurt at the beginning of the second quarter. Y'all not big enough to pull this shit. They watching you. If people put millions of dollars on LeBron or Steph tonight, that wouldn't throw up any type of red flag because everybody knows these niggas, and it's logical that most people, especially people who don't really know shit about basketball, can think they can predict Steph or predict LeBron, and that makes sense. You Terry Rozier on a random ass fucking game, and then at 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, all of this action goes to the most what? Like Terry Rozier under 5.5 rebounds. So you know what Vegas did? I had never seen this before. It was that bad. They cut the fucking bet off, nigga. They cut off all Terry Rozier's stats. Vegas knew what time it was. They cut off everything. Month and a half later, Terry Rozier's being investigated. I was like, oh shit. Then I looked at the game and what they were saying. I'm like, nigga, you hurt your ankle for real? And it doesn't, if you on the team, you may think he's faking. But what reason do you think he's faking? Do you think he's faking because he's gambling? Or do you think he's faking because it's the last game of the fucking season? We ain't going to the playoffs. This shit's over and I'm just ready to go home. I mean, that's plausible. That's extremely plausible. But then when you start seeing shit like millions of dollars go on a nigga that most people don't even fucking know for his rebound stat in a game that doesn't fucking matter, it's crazy. Terry Rozier has played his last game. Malik Beasley has played his last game. Chauncey Billups has coached his last game. And somebody's going to prison. Adam Silver's NBA is crumbling, man. I miss David Stern so bad. RIP to the legend. David Stern was that parent that you didn't understand until you got older. I'm sure most of y'all had it. Somebody that you felt like was really mean when you grew up, and then once you grew up, you realized they not mean at all. They was just trying to make sure you wasn't doing stupid shit. That was David Stern. Whined and cried, and none of this type of shit happened when he was around. None of it. I don't even think that the NBA would even be allowing this level of gambling and shit, the FanDuel partnerships and all. I don't even think this would be allowed if David Stern was alive. I don't even think it would be allowed. But now you got LeBron James, the face of the league, involved in this betting scandal. His best friend got locked up. One of his best friends got locked up. You know why they got to let all these people bet and stuff? Because that's where all the money comes from. It's not coming from me and you. Yes, there are some people amongst us that have these extreme gambling problems. Like, do you know what going hard in a weekend for me is? Like, all weekend I'm hardcore on fantasy sports. Nigga, that's like $100. Like, let's say I hit taxes, like taxes come back. And I'll be like, I'll do $100 worth of shit tonight. That's so tiny. That's so tiny. You got niggas betting on other, and then they using the logic of, well, you can bet on other sports, just don't bet on yours. And I'm like, that's stupid because all these niggas be friends with niggas in other sports. Well, the NFL, they got a thing where you would swear to just something this easily. Like, you're not allowed to place a bet on any NFL property, which I think is a great idea. It seems simplistic, but it's a great idea. Football players gambling, that makes more sense to me too. You got a roster full of 60 players, nigga. Only the cream at the top. Like, you ain't got to worry about Mahomes getting caught up gambling. But the nigga that just got called up from the practice league that's only making like $34,000 a year. Yeah, there's niggas that's won Super Bowls that you saw playing the Super Bowl, and he only made about $40,000 that year. That's crazy, huh? So it's football kind of creates the shit. Basketball is different. Nigga, if you get a secure contract, even if you at the end of the bench, you making about 2 million a year, bro. And yeah, you ain't getting in the games, but all you gotta do is work out. After the games, you working out. Before the games, you got an extensive workout. After the games, you got an extensive workout. Like, and you getting like $2 million to be on the team with Steph. Play that nigga hard in practice. Let the nigga cook you, which they practice less than ever before. I just don't understand. Trap star Debo. It's worse than that. LeBron, we can prove that LeBron is directly involved in this betting scandal with Damon Jones. LeBron is in trouble. The best thing for LeBron right now is that he's already not playing. And I predicted this. Once that nigga, here we go again. What did I tell y'all like 3 months ago? Remember when like LeBron came out and was talking about, yeah, nigga, I'm getting ready to start this international league that's basically going to be in direct competition with the NBA. I told y'all that shit was going to start happening. I told y'all they was getting ready to start all of a sudden the PED shit's being talked about. We got a direct gambling issue with LeBron James. And LeBron James being the hoe that he is, he's gonna throw Damon Jones under the bus. He's like, nigga, yeah, that's my homie. I said this shit to him, but I didn't know he was doing shit like that. He never had to do no shit. But this is the thing with LeBron. LeBron ain't never took care of his people. LeBron could have looked like the greatest human ever if he would have took care of Delonte West. Now you look stupid. Your mama fucked the nigga on your team that became a homeless mental case. Yeah, I ain't even been on my motherfucking look. This is my first time on the phone all day. I've been literally vomiting all day. Like, you got Damon Jones hitting niggas and going, I know that LeBron ain't playing. Put 100, give me 20. Well, actually, he's like, give me 2,500 because I got some information that can help you. And again, you're gonna believe it. It's a nigga that you know be in the Lakers locker room. See, it's a whole bunch of people that be in and out of locker rooms and shit that you never heard of these niggas. You only be knowing like 3 or 4 people at the top of each team. And so LeBron motherfucking ass told Damon Jones he wasn't playing against the Bucks, which I had already figured that shit out. That he been ducking LeBron. Nigga, or ducking Giannis. Damon Jones told them niggas give me 2,500 and I tell you. He gave him 2,500. Niggas went and put 100,000 on the shit. That KS, I love when I see that because that be me a lot of times. Like, and I ain't trying to steal no life from nobody, no shit like that. But I know what that's like. Y'all know what that's like. Y'all seen me call shit and show y'all shit that nobody else talked about, and then all of a sudden turns to a big thing. Like Gilbert Arenas, he probably told on niggas. Gilbert Arenas gets locked up by the feds, gets out within 12 hours, and then all of a sudden all this type of shit happens. Yeah, Gilbert Arenas is snitching. Gilbert Arenas, he got a plug in Clutch Sports. Like, let's stop playing, bro. Gilbert Arenas is a fuck. Like, Gilbert Arenas, the player, would have never did this shit like with LeBron. That nigga, when Gilbert Arenas was playing, he had no respect for LeBron. None. Now, that nigga acts like, man, LeBron, he used to hold the shit out of me all the time. I'm like, nigga, you used to cook that nigga. Now all of a sudden you acting like this. Why? Because greed, man. Attention and money. And a lot of these NBA players, when they no longer play no more, they be wanting the attention more than the fucking pile of money they laying on. What, it said he was snitching? Yeah, he did. And I don't think anybody took him seriously. And bro, I think he's full informant. I think Gilbert Arenas think that he's a big enough person that he won't get murdered by the cartel. Or somebody near him won't get murdered. I just don't understand the money that Gilbert Arenas made, the money that fucking Damon Jones makes for just being with LeBron. Like, we talking ungodly. Yeah, LeBron makes billions. All of his people are millionaires in their own right. Granted, they got to kiss his ass to get that shit, but damn, man. It starts to make me wonder, is LeBron really taking care of niggas? Nigga, I'm sitting here just here. Let me show y'all what I saw. And I was just to watch this was just utterly disbelief. I was in disbelief. I was in disbelief when I just saw like the beginning of this video. Shout out to 93 Zay.
Good morning. Today we are here in New York to announce an historic arrest.
Nigga, when I turn on the TV and you see a press conference like this regarding the NBA, this is a fucking problem, nigga. I need y'all to understand this from here on out. Any professional sports league where they get, you see the niggas like he got nervous breath because he knows this is a big fucking thing.
A wide-sweeping criminal enterprise that envelops both the NBA and La Casa Nostra.
La Casa Nostra, nigga.
Now you're all in big trouble. I wouldn't do that just yet.
Cause your ass is mine. Bars. Whenever you see the feds doing a press conference like that, man, it's bad for the professional league. Adam Silver has been taking L after. We got to get him out of here. This nigga looks like an evil alien. Raven. This is the one thing that I watch like in amazement. I watch in amazement how greedy niggas get at the very top. It's crazy. They all want to say they got the most money. They all want to do whatever. They all want to rob all these motherfucking people below them, all this shit. But I think a lot of times they do be broke. And I know it's like, how can you be broke? Man, your bills. A lot of that rich people stuff is expensive. And they make it a certain level of expense because they only want certain class, people in certain class to have certain shit. Private planes could be cheap enough for everybody to own one, but it's a class thing. That's why you can't ever really own a private jet, no matter how rich you are, but you can always rent one. I wouldn't doubt it at all. Beyond unwisely. Nigga come to you, hey nigga, all you gotta do is flip your finger like this and you get $200,000. That's how they get you. That first money you made with the mob was so fucking easy. It was so motherfucking easy. Then the night before game 7, these niggas call you. Game 2 of the NBA season, they had you do some shit that wasn't nobody gonna notice. But then all of a sudden, game 7, we got, hey nigga, hey. And I mean, it kind of makes me think about Jed too, because I'm just like, what is y'all end game? Niggas got to start telling now. Y'all have to. Because if you don't, you probably going to the pokey too. Niggas is getting ready to go to the pokey. So it's very unlikely that I'll be working tomorrow. It's very unlikely. Hold on, I gotta turn this fan on. I'm getting hot again. Love you too, AP. My bad, y'all. It takes me forever to do anything in this state. What, you want some water out of there, April? Man, I'll do this shit when I feel like it, baby. I just don't feel like it right now. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Sorry, girl. All right, I'm back. April's like, oh, you moved. All right, so look, follow me over here. So I don't know if you know, but it's like water over here and shit. But the reason why is like I'm not abusing her. It's like she can't have water. She's fucking so fucking stuck up and spoiled. So she has a big water bowl that she eats at. How did this water bowl back here start? Well, when Pepper was sick, when we had to take Pepper not that long ago, when he was sick, they told us like, you know, wherever he be hiding at, because he was hiding in my utility closet. Because cats can do that when they don't feel well. They'll kind of hide from you and shit. And you're supposed to put like water, maybe even a little food outside where they hiding at. So when they walk out, you know, maybe they'll take a little bit. So I put that water in there. And next thing I know, April drinking that shit. And then when Pepper got better, he's drinking out of it. And now it'll be a full thing of water in there. I could just watch them drink out of there. And they'd be like, no, we need some of that water from back there because that shit is so much more flavorful. Damn, Cash, you get on my fucking nerves. Oh, Jed's going to hell. I ain't getting ready to give up on him like that, but he's going to hell. He won't stop this shit where he's trying to get involved in this Fania shit. Fania, like, what are you doing? Fania, you're a fucking idiot. Oh, you're not supposed to say that a fucking alleged victim can be an idiot. Well, did you not know that just because you are an alleged victim of something doesn't mean you aren't stupid? Like, we gotta be adults about shit. To point out that a motherfucker's not that smart is not saying that, oh, she deserved what allegedly happened or whatever the fuck. But I gotta be honest with you, a lot of this shit's just weird. First of all, nigga, you thought the trustees was going to sign some type of settlement agreement that will allow you to further bring this shit up for more money later, like with the township or some shit. You're an idiot. You're an idiot for thinking that was ever gonna be a thing. You working with Jed. I gotta be honest, you working with Jed literally makes me wonder about your credibility. I got pictures of Fania walking around dressed up like Tiffany Henry when she wore that shit when she was supposed to be Nino Brown or whatever. I got pictures of Fania in the same outfit, pretending to be Tiffany Henry. Where it's just like, a lot of this shit's coming off too cloudy. And then you told Jed to hop on a plane and come help you. He didn't. Random news. All this shit's gonna do. First of all, it's already turned out the way I expected it. You trusted Jed and the trustees, which is so hilarious to hear Jed. Remember how mad Jed was that I called out uh Kiana Belcher and like the shit they were doing, like blatant shit where it was just like anybody with half a brain didn't look at me and go, damn, he turned on the trustees. Everybody with half a brain was like, the trustees turned on him. And they thought they were all so smart. They thought they were just gonna hide behind Jed. And look at all this fucking mess. And now this nigga, oh, can't believe it. I got screenshots. This nigga talking about like how everybody should come at me because I'm attacking the trustees and all of this shit. And I got pictures of Ed Steve liking these posts. And I'm like, y'all niggas are so fucking. They really thought that there was going to be no recourse for the shit they was doing. I remember when Kiana Belcher sarcastically texted me, it was like, oh, you suing me? What, you need my address? I'm like, bitch, you think this shit's a game. But that's okay, Jed. Thank you for going off on them tonight. This is going to make my encounter with them just a tad more better. Because I'm going to point out to them every motherfucking thing you said in this video about them. Because they probably didn't see it because don't nobody care about you. You don't really have any Dalton residents watching your shit. You supposed to be this big dick energy ass nigga that can't talk about anything other than suburbs in Illinois, nigga. I thought you was a national global figure. And when are you leaving the country? I sure hope you leave the country before I file this lawsuit. So that way all of your people can be standing there holding the bag. Random news, that 4 hour video you did, the one you just did not that long ago, man, that helped me get through this wave of sickness so bad. She gotta feel dumb as fuck. Oh, I got it up random. If it wasn't for the fact I was vomiting all day, a nigga would be on air right now. A nigga be in the studio right now, but I just can't tonight. Yeah, he's big mad because it goes like how you know what really made me laugh at that. What happened tonight? Random news. Guess what I was really paying attention to when I woke up on one of your videos. I was really paying attention to the Napoleon Harris shit, and I was like, this is another time where Jed jumped off a fucking cliff for a nigga, vouching for a nigga, and then the nigga got what he wanted and pretended he didn't know Jed. And I'm like, Jed falls for this every time. These evil ass motherfucking politicians know Jed is evil and will do evil shit. They will deploy this nigga, have him do all this shit, give him pennies on the dollar, and then once they get what they want out of the deal, they will act like they don't fucking know this nigga. For Nia Dukes, you have to feel stupid as fuck for ever teaming up with Jed. You would already had your money if you just had a real lawyer. Unless something's unsavory with your story. Because Fania, as you was whining and crying about what the trustees did, you left out the part where you still want to try to file other lawsuits after this. So you just think this is how you gonna make a living from here on out. I don't like the trustees. They dirty as a motherfucker. But how can I sit here and literally look at the trustees and go, yeah, nigga, you should make sure she maximizes every penny. Nigga, that shit, no. For what? They know the real story. Whatever they was getting ready to give her is more than she ever seen in her fucking life. But oh, and just so you know, Fania, whatever you end up getting, if you get anything, Jed gonna shake you down. Jed is going to shake you down. You ain't get ready to make all that money and he ain't making none. The fuck you mean? It's funny. Michelle was having. He does it all the time. Now he mad he did not get the bag from Dalton. It's his fault. He could get the bag if he wasn't so fucking messy. They would have been gave him a position. This is how these type of things work. Jay could have been elevated himself from this little lower tier role he's in, but his temper will not allow him. Everybody that brings Jed in has a level of regret after, and it's so bad that they can't come out and go, "We brought Jed in. We just didn't think he would do this shit." I got messages from Kiana Belcher talking about, oh, we don't get involved in things on social media and what people are saying about other people on social media. When this bitch called me and told me as a concerned citizen to leave Jed alone. She don't realize how dumb that phone call was. She should have never made that phone call. And Kiana Belcher, she gets out of breath when she's nervous. I don't know if y'all noticed that. She be like, she'll talk and then halfway through the sentence, she be like, and it ain't like for real because she's like so fat. No, it's you can tell she gets nervous and does that. Go back and watch anytime Kiana's trying to pull up on motherfucking Tiffany in them meetings and shit. She'll take one of them big ass deep breaths in the middle of it because she's so nervous with all the bullshit she's saying. You got somebody like Jed running around terrorizing people in y'all name, and y'all like, hey, we can't really get involved in that. Well, why didn't you give us the same courtesy that you gave me or gave Jed? Why didn't you call Jed and tell that nigga to chill the fuck out? Nope. I mean, that's the thing. Kiana's fucked. Like, I got you on video wearing LNC shit. Oh, we don't get involved in social media. Bitch, you was wearing my shirt in the meeting. And it's because y'all saw how big I was, and y'all niggas thought that I was going to do y'all bidding. That's the whole reason why Jed had to be fully deployed against me. Because if y'all don't remember, that was Jed's first deployment. He was doing all that goofy shit he always do, like, oh, Lacey's following me out of jurisdiction, and all that goofy shit he do that don't mean anything. He never shows any proof for real of anything he's saying. That shit wasn't working, and I was destroying that nigga. And then that's what the trustees told the nigga to do me, in my opinion. They sure shit didn't tell the nigga to stop. I think one nigga may have said something to Jed, and it was Ed Steve. I think Ed Steve said like some of this shit's a little extra. And what happened? Jed went the fuck off on Ed Steve. Went off on that nigga. And I think some of y'all don't forgot. And Jed, I got all those videos when he was going in on Ed Steve. But see, all of them niggas, when shit started to go left, I got all of them niggas. I got Jason House. The only motherfuckers that I'm gonna leave alone no matter what is Brittany Norwood and the motherfucker from Cameo. Them two niggas, whatever they end up saying about me and all this other shit, they weren't dumb enough to have their hands on shit. But I don't think that Tammy and Brittany really have these aspirations like that. Kiana got aspirations. Well, that's what I try to tell people, random, and people didn't believe me. Well, I'm like, when Jed sit here and talks about, oh, I only made $2,500 in AdSense. I'm like, yeah, Jed, 2,500 in AdSense. What about all the fucking donations across all the multi platforms and all this shit? And then he be having these private grift rooms. I sure fucking hope. I really hope that read the comments on the videos from this. Can I pull it up on the TV? I think I can. I sure can. Hey, Paul Roberts, don't try to turn your back on that nigga now. You ain't getting your way. Shut up, old man. You bitch ass nigga. Punk ass white man. Paul Roberts, you ain't nothing but a punk ass, pussy ass white man, bro. Sitting around thinking that you can outsmart niggas. No, you really can't. You're dumb as shit. And your wife is so fucking ratchet ghetto. Do you still wish to fight for the residents of Thornton Township? What kind of dumbass shit is. Look at this shit, y'all. Come on, focus for your boy. I don't even think I can see his two. Oh, there we go. Do you wish to still fight for the residents of Thornton Township? Nigga, sit your bitch ass down. Paul Roberts thought he was gonna be a celebrity. Now you're a nobody like you were before. Y'all niggas all chose Jed. Jed tricked y'all into believing that the way to get everything y'all wanted was through him. Well, don't you feel stupid? So how I spend the rest of my night is laying here with Jed crashing out to hopefully I can fall back asleep. I still feel like shit. I probably ain't working tomorrow, but the only reason I came to say something tonight is because, it's not like me to just go ghost. I hear you, April, but I'm not getting up right now, girl. I'm just not doing it. Love you too, girl. But I know I'm only getting all this extra love because you want something from me, bitch. You ain't slick. Not slick. But Jed, before you think like, oh, Shay's sick, so let me hurry up and delete the video. It's already got Jed, just so you know. And please think I'm lying and bluffing, so you can continue to commit spoliation of evidence. Hell yeah, she working me. Act like she cuddle and shit. What if I get up? If I get up even a little bit, the whole cuddle shit is over. Are you laying on the remote, April? And you are. Oops.
I thought that was quite innovative and extremely interesting because it would be difficult with attorney-client privileges, with pending litigation, with particularly the lawyer a lawyer is almost typically always a confidant and a resource to rebuff legalities. And so to see a lawyer give a report to the public, I thought was extremely fascinating and extremely innovative for
Innovative.
the House administration to do that. And I think of it as a very
Man, somebody give me a good timestamp before I get up out of here. Somebody give me a good timestamp. Something that'll make me forget about this wave of stomach pain. I know somebody got one. You said 1 second. Tell me 1 second. Yeah, random. I did my job to get you in the algo today. It's been all random news videos. I'm telling you, I've been sleep on and off, vomiting on and off. And I was like, well, if I'm trying to get all this vomit out, what better thing to watch than Jed? And I think I've succeeded. Allegedly. Before they hit you with some old shit. Here, drink some of this broth. You should drink some chicken broth. Okay, bet, Amber. I'll take a look at it. Well, the shit with Diddy is hilarious. All of a sudden, Diddy gets held at knife point. This is more reason why they getting ready to let him out. Diddy been cool the whole time. Now all of a sudden, a nigga ran down on him with a knife. I ain't mad, Diddy. Whatever you gonna do, nigga. I'm supposed to believe that a nigga had the opportunity to really fucking murder Diddy in there. That's not even remotely likely. This is just another play to be like, yeah, this is why Diddy needs to come out. He getting ready to get murdered in jail, and all he did was hire some prostitutes. Anybody run down on Diddy. And this is a day after the reports of TMZ saying that, hey, Trump is talking about giving that nigga a pardon. And then everybody's like, Trump White House didn't say it. I'm like, I read what they actually said. What they said was that they not saying anything. They didn't say that they didn't say it. And nobody said it. And then one day after that shit, all of a sudden, oh, Diddy almost got killed. Yeah. Yo, a nigga had a knife to Diddy neck and realized he was Diddy. And Diddy got him to put the knife down. They both held each other and cried. You know, typical movie shit. Does anyone remember the guy who was Jay's hacker essentially was involved in his business advocacy CIU? You gotta be talking about advocacy CIU. Damn it, Scott. Let's see, third. Yeah, trust me, bro, the advocacy CIU shit, Jed should have never teamed up with that nigga. And he was messy. And bro, I got so many receipts from when Jed was getting money from that nigga.
While the mayor literally defaming me on television. So I know y'all gotta pay all these people. Dalton, my words to the village was, let's settle this without a lawsuit. Let's make it minimal. Let's negotiate the terms. Let's make it make sense. Let's stay friends.
That just is so. Jed always got the perfect generic ideas. Everything he says is just so generic and it doesn't mean anything.
Mayor definitely came on our broadcast and did an interview several times, and I appreciated him with it. But I do know when I asked him, did I do anything for the community? Because maybe y'all didn't catch it. But I couldn't take that video and show that nowhere as an advocate who literally got to restart my introduction everywhere I fucking go. What did he say?
You're the only advocate that has to restart his introductions everywhere that go. And you know why that is, Jed? Because you're a snake oil salesman. This is why you like going to. This is why you fucked up with Flint. You thought Flint was just some fucking suburb, and you got up there and found out that shit's a real city. That's what you found out. You thought that shit was just going to be another Dalton. I told you before you went up there. I was like, nigga, you can't go up there on that same shit. They not going for that. Did you? Did I not tell him that, y'all? Did I not tell him from step one? You can't go up to Flint and do that same shit you was doing in Dalton because they not going for that shit.
Yeah, you definitely in a week got to know everybody. That's what I did.
Hold on, I wanna go back a little further on that one. Hold on.
I didn't ask for a job. I didn't ask for influence. I didn't ask for nothing. But what I
Cap, you literally asked for a monkey and other things.
did do is I said, you know what? I'm going to engage this village with this information and a whole lot more
Cap.
that I ain't said. And I'm going to give y'all the opportunity to very minimally settle this out of court. All of the flights.
Why would the trustees listen to you? Why? Why would we, as the Dalton trustees and newly minted mayor in Jason House, why the fuck would we take any legal advice from this nigga? Especially when we know if whatever we settle with her with, he getting a piece of it. He think the trustees don't know this shit.
All of the hotels, all of the travel, bitch, please. Y'all gonna pay me my money back.
Okay. Wait a minute. Jed, did you just admit that you want the trustees to pay you back for your time and shit over this shit? First of all them flights and shit was paid for by INA. So how you gonna get a refund and then not give it back to everybody? How does that work?
So I've been engaged with this administration basically saying, I don't want to sue you. I don't. Y'all came and wrote. I literally got the mayor of the village sitting next to her attorney while the mayor literally defaming me on television. So I know y'all gotta pay all these
So
people.
wait, or when you say that you was being defamed on television by the mayor, are you referring to Tiffany and her lawyer talking about all the bullshit you was doing to her dude Kamal and all the ways you was stalking her and all this shit? Yeah, you be on video. I can't stress this enough.
Dalton, my words to the village was, let's settle this without a lawsuit. Let's make it minimal. Let's negotiate the terms. Let's make it make sense. Let's stay friends.
I told y'all Jed broke. His views is way down. He ain't getting donations like he used to. He ain't getting donations from Dalton people. He ain't getting donations from Harvey people. Like he down bad. Like he's literally just living on these AdSense checks and all that extra shit gone. This nigga just did a video the other day, literally calling for somebody to be his public partner to help him with these upcoming court cases. Which anybody knows what that means with Jed. All that means is you gonna give me money.
The mayor definitely came on our broadcast and did an interview several times, and I appreciated him with it. But I do know when I asked him, did I do anything for the community? Because maybe y'all didn't catch it. But I couldn't take that video and show that nowhere as an advocate who literally got to restart my introduction everywhere I fucking go. What did he say? Yeah, you definitely in a week got to know everybody.
Wow.
That's what I did.
I'll give Jed that. That's a pretty shocking statement. That's a real like. That's one of them shit starting statements. Like I can't lie on that. Like everybody know what the fuck is meant. It's like, yeah, nigga, you really learned who everybody was within a week of getting here. AKA, you was in a bunch of shit. I guarantee the shit with me, Jed. You promised them some. You promised them that this was gonna be easy with me. You promised. And they went along with you because they didn't know how prepared I would be. If I really, you fucked up, Jed. Trustees got your ass.
I said, okay. It was cool. Didn't hurt my feelings. I'm not looking for thanks. I'm not looking for a pat on the back. I'm not looking for.
I'm gonna let you roll, Jed. I know you're not looking for a thank you with a pat on the back. Hey, everybody, put in the chat what Jed's looking for.
But thank you for letting me know that you too busy trying to make us all get along, that you will not demonstrate the same type of strength in conversation publicly with me that I have publicly demanding
Thank you, Brian.
that,
Thank you,
that a
Scott.
former mayor is moved and another administration is taking the seat. Yeah, y'all didn't know that I caught that, did you? Oh, wait, because you didn't catch it. Go back and look at the interview. But I'm cool with it for the most part. So what I'm saying to you is I said, well, fuck that. Who gives a damn about a thanks anyway? Who gives a damn about an acknowledgement anyway?
Okay.
Who gives a damn about an award or plaque? Solve the financial issue.
Exactly, Jed. I never thought you was doing this shit for a plaque, a thank you. You do be wanting all that extra clout and shit, but that's all secondary to what you really want.
That I've legitimately been called, let me move forward. I had a conversation. I thought philosophically we understood everything. Now, this is what I'm seeing.
What?
Then I'm told, oh, well, let's meet with this person, let's meet with
Uh-oh.
that person. So I'm gonna meet with this person, I'm gonna meet with that person. And so then the final thing is, all right, I'm extremely flexible. Let's not take this to a court of law. The amount of
Hey, wait, hold on, nigga. Did you say you were flexible? Hey, nigga, I would stop saying that shit over the phone.
this that I have, the amount of exposure that it would give to a lot of different things. We don't need to fight this in the court of law. You put me in the court of law, I'm dragging everybody necessary to hell that I need to in the interest of truth and justice. All the time when people was doing snaky shit to me.
Jed, what if I asked the trustees? I'd be like, look, Kiana, Jason, this is a hypothetical. Let's say I just hit them and be like, look, hey man, y'all give me $10,000. I'll sign an NDA. And I'm gonna get Jed. Do you think the trustees would not consider giving me $10,000 to go away, Jed? Because they know how bad this is. So you have to ask yourself, Jed, am I petty enough to just accept pennies from the trustees for whatever it takes to go ahead? Because they're gonna give up. They're gonna give you up, nigga. You're sitting on the air extorting these niggas, bro. They're not going for this. Miss Cece, you Mr. Fields, stop. I can't laugh. It hurts.
While I was fighting for the village, all I would be told is how I needed to be the bigger person, how I needed to stand down. Well, now I'm dealing with one of those fucktards by myself, literally months after leaving Dalton. And guess what? I understand everybody's doing whatever they're doing or aren't doing, but here is the thing. The first time that I was going through all of this and was ready to resolve it, I stopped because I was strongly beckoned to just let it be. And
Oh, damn, Jed. Oh, y'all didn't tell me Jed was dropping gems. Do y'all realize what he just said right there? I'm gonna let you listen to what he said one more time. See if you can pick up on it. Oh my Lord, Jed, what are you doing?
necessary to hell that I need to in the interest of truth and justice. All the time when people was doing snaky shit to me while I was fighting for the village, all I would be told is how I needed to be the bigger person and how I needed to stand down. Well, now I'm dealing with one of those fucktards by myself, literally months after leaving Dalton. And
Who the fuck is he talking about? Who the fuck is he talking about? When he says he's got to still deal with one of the fucktards months after the shit, who is he talking about? He asking them like, why ain't y'all? Because he's probably hit them niggas to ask them niggas to help with this shit coming down the pike with me, and them niggas is like, no sauce. This is what this sounds like. This sounds like some real crybaby shit. Where Jed's sitting there like, nigga, I'm this months after this Dalton shit, and I still got to deal with fucking Shay. Nigga, the trustees are gonna roll on you, Jed. I just want to tell you straight up. When I let them hear this shit, they gonna roll on you. And if they don't, Jed, I don't care. I'm gonna just do them too. But you've given them a real good out. You've given them a master out. And let me just tell you something, nigga. Let me tell you something, nigga. You know why I know it's not Vivian? He just fell out with Vivian a couple months ago. So when he say he's still dealing with a fucktard, you gotta remember when all that shit was happening in the Berg, like that nigga was sitting in the back of the meetings with Vivian. It's like people be forgetting, and this ain't no knock to Vivian. This ain't no knock to Beth. This is where Jed don't like when Jed sit here and be like, name one person that's left RNA and came back to you. Nigga, I can name several. It was several people we was all cool. Then you came and you made people choose sides. Don't fuck with him. He's just some weed smoking ass nigga. He don't even live here. I'm actually boots on the ground. Remember how much you used to say, oh, I'm actually boots on the ground, which don't mean anything. And people listen to you. Vivian listened to you. Beth listened to you. And several others listen to you. Him and Vivian just fell out a few months ago. He talking about me. I'm the nigga. All this Dalton shit's over. I got an active court case in federal court right now regarding this nigga and the shit he was doing. We literally getting ready to file another one for the conspiracy. And the trustees ain't gonna help. What? Because he need the trustees help. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. He needs the trustees help with Vivian. What does he want them to do with Vivian? They can't do shit. The trustees are, bro, they fuck. That's why Jed doing this shit, it just makes it easier for me to talk to them. Where I'm just like, look, man, we both know that nigga ain't shit. You thought that you could pull one on me. I'm an extremely professional motherfucker. Hey, you took a calculated risk. You didn't like that I was exposing some of the shit I was exposing. So you took a calculated risk and put your faith in Jed, that Jed could just, kind of eliminate me, even though I don't know where y'all got that from. Random News has been dunking on this nigga forever. I don't be where I'm at if it ain't for Random News. That's why it's just so hilarious where it's just like, well, how was y'all gonna do me when y'all couldn't do Random? And that's no disrespect to Random News, but like when I say that, it's like I ain't saying they should have done anything to Random or anything, but they literally did nothing. This nigga, have you not watched Random's videos about Jed for years? We talking 6, 7 years ago. Jed sitting here telling random news that he knows who this nigga is. He's pulling up all this shit. Like Jed's been saying this shit for years, and they ain't even so much as put a picture of this nigga as motherfucker a blade of grass that came out of his yard. And these motherfuckers was so that's why I'm looking at that shit. I'm like, man, random news done gave the whole blueprint of how you operate, nigga. And I'm like, it's whatever. And yet and still, as recently as random news last video, you got clips talking about how you getting ready to shut down his channel and all this other shit. And remember, random news had to deal with some shit from who? Grace Levi. Who did Grace Levi do that shit on behalf of? You, nigga. Remember all them copyright strikes that went to me and Berg? Nigga, them niggas did that shit on your behalf, nigga. You are fucked. So why the fuck would the trustees get involved in this sprawling ass conspiracy when they gonna actually look at me different for the fact that I'm gonna give them a chance to handle this shit quietly. Because if they don't want to handle it quietly, I need y'all to hear me and hear me good. I'm doing them niggas. Point blank period. I'm doing the trustees, bro. No weapon formed against me. Nigga, I'm doing them.
Guess what? I understand everybody's doing whatever they're doing or aren't doing. But here's
Now,
the
Mary, I can't save you. You're fucked, Mary. I can't save you. You're not a trustee anyway. Like, you not what's who I was referring to. You're fucked, Mary. There's nothing you can do.
the first time that I was going through all of this and was ready to resolve it, I stopped because I was strongly beckoning to just let it be. And everybody got to stay together for the fight. What the fuck ever. So my lawyer, all of the people who want to have this rumor that I'm just out for money, that I'm just out for fame and clout, that I'm just out for influence, I didn't stay in the village. I haven't asked for any special privileges or perks. I didn't ask them for any job.
Nigga, you literally, all three. You had special perks. You was fucking with, bro. Nigga, they really believed in you, Jed. Oh, Raging, we already on top of that. I gotta give Conscious this new fucking email to send. For whatever reason, they blasted back every single one. They only let mine go through. And me and hers emails literally written pretty much word for word. But all this shit is just I this last like 2 weeks, I have never been so busy in a long time. That's part of the reason why I was like, look, I gotta take a break. I'm starting to burn out. That's why I was feeling like that, because it was like, and then I like to think that maybe I just caught something from the family today, but it's like my body was just showing me signs of I gotta take a break. It's been showing me, and so I'm glad I did tonight. Really glad I did.
All of that fell through. And now I'm telling y'all, I really firmly believe with the multiple councils that I have sat with, that I got a strong ass case to take this damn village through.
They're not going for that, Jed. This nigga, what?
Now I'm telling y'all, I really firmly believe with the multiple councils that I have sat with,
What?
that I got a strong ass case to take this damn.
Jed, they know you don't have no real lawyers. You think Bert Olson's scared of this? This nigga talking this shit. Yeah, Bert Olson, you know I got a team of lawyers, nigga. This is down tremendous.
Through the ringer and to the bank, and they literally don't play with me. Okay, so what do I mean they gonna play with me? So I'm literally dealing with the frustration of people who I fuck with, who fuck with me, like Fanita, like Miles, like Lavelle.
Wait a minute. Did you name Miles the nigga that you laundered $1,000 to in public? Yeah. Thanks for saying that on record. And you still shouting out Lavelle, even though he's a gang rapist. Got it. Continue.
And all of these individuals, so many others, man, like not everybody. I'm defending. Let them figure it out. Let's this, that, and the third. wonderful this and wonderful that. I don't think that's what it is. But do you know how hard it is to listen to people for over a year tell you, man, people fucking using you. People don't mean you no good. People playing in your face. And it's like, damn. After a while, you get to the point where you like,
Just stop. I can't laugh, bro. It hurts.
and then when you find out some stuff that you fought for wasn't true, like fighting Tiffany in your for a cancer survivor, what the fuck? I wouldn't have gone this hard.
But you never fought Tiffany for a cancer survivor. You just pretended that you were gonna do that to get motherfucking Vivian on your side. It's the same shit you did with motherfucking Kara. You tell Kara not to fuck with me because I can't do shit and I'm the one that's gonna lead you to get X, Y, and Z. Then you raise $1,000. You don't make the $1,000. You only make 200, and then you didn't even give it to her. This is what he do.
As I did if I knew some of the stuff I know right now. But I think that it's just so interesting to me. So this you can reduce it if you want to, but I'm giving you a full picture because I'm gonna help you understand.
You said go to 119. Oh, I can't wait to see what them screenshots are, Jed. You big mad. Man, random news, you get on my nerves. The way I just be casually saying, I only say it about Jed. I don't say nobody else be big mad with Jed. It's like an exclusive word for Jed.
Stop service and advocacy. I know how to read shit and see shit that you will not imagine that I'm able to read and see.
Cap.
I literally stopped giving out facts in different cases because I want them to literally dilute my investigative ability. And I said that with my.
Do you hear this? This nigga Jed just told you with a straight face that he be fucking up in investigations on purpose to make you think that he ain't investigating good. You can't even make this shit up, bro.
See, I literally stopped giving out facts in different cases because I want them to literally dilute my investigative ability. And I said that with my face full.
So you willing to put victims and shit at risk for a fucking game you playing because you want more respect out of people?
Now everybody can, and then it's the last
You
part.
already
This is
know,
when you
Randall.
find out who your friends are. Because here come a moment, we finna have a test. If it ain't been tried, and I'm not saying that my friend like that, but I'm saying if it ain't been tried, then we finna see if we really cordial. Because now I'm irritated.
Okay. And I'm letting that run to see how long he has us on hold. Yeah, he's down bad, bro. Yeah, random, like random. This is as bad as Jed has been down. Some of his top donors have just started saving money. Some of his top donors come over here and have literally never had a discussion with me about, hey, you was donating this shit to Jed. Why don't you kind of kick in the cup to help us against Jed now that you don't like him? Like, that shit that Jed does. Like, I know you hear me say that, and like, that's some scummy shit to do, though, Shay. That shit Jed be doing. I need y'all to understand, Jed be putting pressure on old people off the air, bro. It's disgusting. I remember somebody tried to do that shit to my grandma when she was alive, where they tried to get my grandma to give them some money, talking about that they were going to send a sheriff over my mom's house to arrest her. And, grandma was like, did you do something? I was like, grandma, I ain't do shit. Called them. I was like, tell them niggas to come on with the shits. Like, literally, niggas just sit on the phone. Bro, we all knew this, especially in the heavy phone days. There would be people that, like, Jed would be one of them scummy door-to-door salesmen. Jed, you would win better if that. You need a system where you could just fuck people over and leave. Because the more you stay around, the more you make it worse for yourself. But you don't have nowhere to go. You ain't got nowhere to go. This is embarrassing. Shout out to everybody fucking with your boy while he's in his sick bed, laying next to Cooper Flag. Pause. Yep, I was in the middle of opening the value box and had to vomit. Oh, and the second vomit. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and gross y'all out. So,
What I was saying
so
was,
if you don't want to hear this, plug your ears, nigga. The second time I threw up, I forgot I had taken an edible yesterday. Holy, my mouth tasted like bad edible for like 2 hours. I tried to swish a little swig of water. Whew, it was rough.
because I'm irritated. So while everybody else is living their best life, partying, drinking, celebrating, and all kind of other shit, it's kind of like fuck the people who gotta go through the after effects and ain't get nothing out of it. And not saying not looking for something out of it, but fuck everybody else and what they got going through. We good. Not me. Not this black man, not this nigga, not this advocate. Because let me also say this to y'all. People often say, well, how does an advocate get paid? Well, an advocate has to figure that shit out. Well, let me
What?
tell you something. Another way that we do that is that if you create an injustice against us, just like every fucking body else, we gonna file a lawsuit.
Oh my God. Random News said that shit in like his first fucking video, bro. Random News. I hope he's still here. He literally just admitted to what Random News has been saying about this nigga from day one and what I piggybacked on after the fact. Nigga, you don't have a job. This is your job, is to pick up loose change from everywhere and start trouble. And then hopefully you can, if these places don't hook you up with what you think you should be hooked up with, you'll sue them for some shit they did to you. Only problem is, Jed, we don't have any record of you being successful in any of these lawsuits, my nigga. Like, not one.
Like, we're gonna advocate for them up and we're gonna see it through. And that's how I'm going to make sure that I told them I literally have had lawsuits that have set me up in great spaces in my life. And so guess what's gonna happen? Don't they have to give me no fucking $35,000 like they gave no damn
Who?
to do no job. But since I went through things that was unlawful out there, oh, they gonna fix that.
This nigga's down bad. He broke in a motherfucker, bro. I've been saying it ever since I heard you say it. Cause it's clear as fuck. Anybody with half a brain see this shit's clear as fuck. Like, he doesn't have a job. So when he sits here and he says, well, none of this goes towards paying my personal bills. Okay, Jed, I can believe you on that. Except the only problem is you do this all the time. So where do you work? Oh, I just sitting on money. No, you're not.
They gonna take care of that on my mama. They gonna take care of that.
Wow.
All right. I'm good. I'm looking at this. As soon as that thing said 8 o'clock, I'm getting fucked on. So although I love listening to you, Jed, but catch your flight. Y'all don't worry about this. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna catch it. I'm gonna catch it. Come on now, y'all got through.
Y'all dumbass niggas think this nigga's getting off this live and getting on a plane. What time did this live end, y'all? Anybody know?
Questions to be nosy as hell. I'm not here in the public. I'm all the way out here now. And trust me, after the day, I'm gonna go sit in the fucking sun. I ain't thinking about none of this shit. And then when I come back on November 1st, and y'all start seeing me fighting like holy hell, you know why.
Man, I can't do anything, Jed. I try to take a vacation. You trying to take a vacation. Like, Jesus Christ. What plane was you catching that late, bro? There's maybe one flight left.
So don't act shocked. You know why. Put this aside the dog in politics. So when I come in there, they be like,
What?
you coming in our community causing chaos. You fucking right. I'm
Stop, Jed. I can't laugh. It hurts.
cause good chaos and get in good trouble because don't play with me. Signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. Ooh, baby. Try to do this without the drama. Try to do this without fighting. Try to do this without pork.
If that's true, Jed, can you just explain one thing to me, my nigga? I want you to explain to me how you have said this shit for months, over a year at this point. You ain't trying to get no money from any of this because you already set. You rich as fuck. You own multiple properties. You got a weed business that makes $90,000 every 3 months. Like, you have all of this money. So I'm confused as to why you're whining about Dalton giving you money when the Dalton shit was over in February. What problem? Of the highest order gravity.
I threw that James Brown in there as a bonus. I could say a lot of shit. I just ain't saying it. Oh, I'm just not saying it. But if they want to fight, let's go. And I know they got some formidable fighters over here, so over there, I welcome the challenge. If
Oh,
that's what
shit.
y'all want to do.
Now, trustees, I gotta ask you, why is Jed this level of confident? Cause this nigga Jed do know some shit. Let's not play dumb, y'all. This nigga Jed knows some shit the trustees do not want to come out. The trustees' only hope is that when he comes out, they can just discredit this nigga.
Assuming that there are no more questions, I love y'all. And again, don't think that I enjoy this.
You do.
It breaks my heart.
It does
quite
not.
frankly, because it just don't have to be like this. And it sends a signal.
Well, random news. Let me tell you something. Like, I want you to take what I'm saying seriously, because I ain't gonna say it all the way. Just know that this nigga, the shit he's saying about the trustees, that is turning on Mary. Mary is a direct extension of them trustees. She always has been. She's the one that plugged him into where he could get into that space with the trustees. She plugged him in. So even him saying any of this is going at Mary, just for the record.
That is not true. It's not true. And that is that I will turn on you. And I won't. Because I don't. There are so many people who I've never beef would have gotten into it with because we have a mutual respect, love, and we make sure that they're respectfully and mutually that people are treated right and fairly. But
Trustees,
that's not
listen.
what I experienced in Dalton, not one day. And I've been okay with it.
Oh, well, that part we definitely 1000% agree on, random. Ain't no motherfucking way Mary's gonna let this and she gonna oh Mama Mary, I was standing outside with him. She ain't doing none of that shit for this position she got. Yeah, she throwing that nigga under the bus. She gonna tell everybody, nigga, he didn't say he was doing all of this. That's pretty much what everybody's gonna say.
Celebrating trinkets. And I've been celebrating the shadow of what could be what I believe to be great camaraderie. I'm sitting there with a fucking $10 million lawsuit filed against me for collusion with people who I didn't even collude because they wasn't fighting with me while I was fighting for them.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And it sucks because I'm doing this right before my vacation.
Jay, you have to just disappear.
I think I'm understood. Y'all are literally trying to push me off this thing. I'm getting it out.
And as usual, the people in the comments know that he's saying some shit he shouldn't be saying. This is a very popular thing on Jed's channel. He'll be saying some shit he ain't got no business saying. And the people in the chat be like, look, Jed, you gotta kind of calm some of this shit down, bro. Hold on, I gotta get some water, y'all. Thank you.
And let me say this last statement with my whole heart. They say don't judge a person's praise because you don't know their process.
Right.
I don't think that y'all know what it feels like to deal with the weight of advocacy, the weight, the heaviness of it. All of the different people with all of the different needs and all of the different perspectives, with all of the different times, with all of the different situations, with all of the different challenges. And most of the time, it's nothing of your own. But how do I just go celebrate when Y'all didn't hear it,
I
but
didn't
I
realize I
did.
had
Y'all didn't see
April.
me break it down
My
because
bad.
she had nowhere to go, not knowing how she would continue her child's education. Y'all wasn't on those calls. And my response had to be, just hold on, something's gonna happen, we gonna figure it out. Y'all don't know that shit. And then you gotta come on here and smile and do a show. And then deal with motherfuckers who wanna destroy you simply because they wanna be you when they don't even know what it takes to spend a day in your shoes.
Nobody wants to be you, nigga.
I'm getting ready to go on my first trip for my birthday, and I'm 39.
First of all, break up them sixes. Can we break up them sixes on the like button? You know how I am. That's number one. Number two, because I know the sixes will pop up. They like to pop up a lot when Jed be talking. That's just because of the territory. But look, Jed, um, I know how this shit normally goes, and you gonna move to another town, try all that. I know you're gonna try to start a team, a new team, and all this shit, Jed. I need you to hear me and hear me clear, my nigga. This shit is going to turn out different than ever. You see that people are already starting to separate themselves from you. Because unlike you, they know that I'm not fucking playing. That's the truth, Jed. That's the truth.
And guess what? It's still, and this is not a code word for send me anything. I never ask for nothing for myself. I'm literally gonna take this trip, and the way this shit is looking, it's gonna cost me a house or a car to really do this the full way that I'm hoping to do it. And even though they
No, 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 no. Hell no, nigga. No, no, no. Nigga, you about to take a trip that's gonna be the equivalent of a car? Nigga, why did bro? Your birthday was like 2 months ago. Who takes a vacation for their birthday 2 months after their birthday? Jed, I'm taking a vacation, bro. It's because I'm burnt out dealing with you. Like, I didn't know that we had to like compete on vacations. Oh, Shay's just going on vacation, nigga. I'm doing the big dick shit. I'm going out of the country, and my vacation's gonna cost a fucking car. What is wrong with you? Yeah, he. This is all he's doing right now. Random is he's trying to stack this paper up so he can leave and stay gone. We've seen this time and time again. If you've ever followed the Jed saga, not just through random news, but through other outlets and or just the videos and shit yourself, is what I meant, not other outlets, because it's really just random news. No disrespect, but this is on par for what happens. He tries to raise a little money, like because he don't have no GoFundMe he's sitting on. Remember, he only got $2,500 for Kyra. How much did he try to get? Does anybody remember? How much money did Jed try to get? He only got 2,500. How much he try to get though? The GoFundMe was for fucking 15,000. The GoFundMe was for 15,000. Go look. Go look at the pictures. The damn GoFundMe was 15 bands. Because he tried to tell everybody, because that's what was weird to me. He was like, well, it costs 8 to 12,000 to get one of these, which I'm like, well, you should be trying to get an 8,000 one then, right? Nah, they 8 to 12,000, but I'm actually trying to get a $15,000 one, which again, this is simple as fuck. He tried to sell Kyra on his same fucking Facebook page a year prior. So like when Jed says shit like, oh, I could have, if this was about money, I could have just started motherfucking a YouTube page with Cairo and Instagram page. And yeah, you could have, Jed. The only problem is it wasn't your monkey. Those ain't your monkeys. I believe that Cairo just got sold and you had to give him up. I believe you can hold on to some of these monkeys until they get sold. I believe that you use your platform to try to get people to. Well, I know for a fact this has happened. You try to get people to DM you about buying a monkey and all this other shit. Now this nigga's talking about he's getting ready to take a vacation. That's gonna be the price of a car. Make it make sense. Jed, let me just say something to you. I'm going to help Vivian choke you out, bro. I'm going to. And then I'm going to continue to choke you out as well. This will not end like we're done playing Groundhog Day. You're not getting ready to raise this money, go hide, and then pop up somewhere a year later doing the same shit. That shit's over. You're about to be involved in a federal lawsuit. You can try to run and hide, nigga. You are not hidden well enough to get away from the basic private investigator. I know where you actually lay your head at, Jed. I know where you can accept service at. All this shit, bro. I've been new. So this shit where you think I'm supposed to be worried about you up and vanishing. No, the part that you don't realize, Jed, is if you vanish on your people, they are going to be left holding the bag. Madeline, what's happening? It's still not his. He raised them to an age and then sells them. Facts. You can already tell this, Randall. That's why because Jed would. What is really stopping? What, Jed didn't do a page for Cairo because he loved Cairo? Stop. He didn't do a page for Cairo because he can't do a page for Cairo because he knows he's going to have to fucking give him up at some point. That shit of all the shit shocked me. Sheena, what's happening? When I woke up that day, when people hit me and was like, hey, Shay, Jed's sitting here saying that you had something to do with Cairo. Some people thought I did, but not like in a malicious way. Some people thought I did in the sense of like, you a petty ass nigga. We could see that you probably found out this nigga was illegally doing some shit and do that. That's true. That I can see how you could profile. Me, I tend not to try to fuck with people who aren't directly involved. So like Jed's mama. I done never said shit about Jed's mama until the bitch came out lying on me. Once you lie on me, you don't get to play the sideline role anymore. That's why I don't let my wife come on the air saying shit about none of y'all niggas because then I can't undo that. I can't let her come on the show, disrespect the fucking shit out of everybody, and then y'all can't say nothing about her. No. No. So that's why all the times when he has the monkeys, they got on these fucking little ass Pampers and shit. Like Jed, and I don't like calling him a monkey breeder. That's giving him too much credit. Jed's just a middleman nigga. Bro, I used to be a middleman nigga for weed. It was not a big deal. I knew the weed connect, because I smoke weed. And obviously I know the best connects in the city since though I'm the DJ. The DJ knows where to get everything. Any type of drugs, any type of anything. I can tell you how to get it at my peak. But I didn't really plug no other shit. It was really just weed because then I get me a free sack. Really just that's it. But I never sat around because I could smoke whenever I wanted to, and you never really saw me add a weed or no shit like that. Like I didn't make people think that's because I was, the head plug and I just got this shit. Like, no, nigga, like I didn't tell nobody, but that's what it was. Just like I didn't brag about none of the shit. Like that's where he fucked up was ever bringing Cairo into the public eye on any level. He should have never did that. Because what if the situation he's doing with the person is on some illegal shit? How mad is this nigga gonna be that Jed brought down the whole fucking monkey operation because he couldn't just keep Cairo off of a fucking live stream that didn't even have 500 people in it? Like, but that's what you get when you team up with people to do evil shit. And I always laugh. I'm like, when you team up with somebody, step one, you know that they're getting ready to do some evil shit that you're gonna benefit from. Why are you so stupid to think that they would never do no evil shit to you? That's the part that always blows my mind. This nigga Jed talking about I gotta take a vacation that's worth a car, nigga. That stopped me in my tracks.
This is not a cold word for send me anything.
Yes,
I
it is.
never asked for nothing for myself. I'm literally going to take this trip, and the way this shit is looking, it's gonna cost me a house or a car to really do this the full way that I'm hoping to do it. And even though they paid for me to go, we got a whole lot of unexpected expenses.
What?
And it's gonna be taken care of. I'm good. But my point,
What kind of vacation are you or planning for? Thank you. First of all, you rich nigga. Second of all, like, yes, you don't go on trips broke. You keep a level of money for emergency shit. But I can see myself sitting here going, let's raise this money to do this shit, but I'm gonna need to raise an extra 500 on top just in case shit goes wrong. Nigga, he getting ready to bounce on y'all niggas, bro. Hey Jay, you can go wherever you want, nigga. I'll find you. I'm the only nigga that you really need to be running from me. You can't run from me. I'm literally deploying a real private investigator to serve you. So wherever you think you're gonna go hide, cool. I hope you do leave the country so that way everybody can turn on you. Sheena, I'm sure. That's the thing with Jed. If you watch everything Jed say back, you'll realize that he's actually either uh, undercut something he said or contradicted something he said almost every time.
is is that the weight and the needs and the processes and all the stuff that people don't know. Y'all thinking vacation. Y'all don't even know what I'm navigating even just to do that. Shit. So I gotta end it so that I'm clear. They have not done anything to me, but what I perceive and what I've been perceiving for a little while now has me too uncomfortable. And I feel that that message is just too fucking brazen to be coming out of nowhere. Now, before I get off of here, does anybody agree with that? If you agree with that, put a 5. If you don't, put a 2. If
I'm
Jedediah,
putting
you
two,
trip,
Jed.
you on your V not trip track.
What?
Put a 2. Jedediah, I see exactly what you're saying. Put a 5. And I'm
And the people that put fives is who we grifting from.
talking about the whole conversation, not just Jedediah. I'm talking about the whole conversation. I'm bothered for when I heard Lavelle call me and say, bro, can you believe this shit? The EEOC told
Bro, I can't imagine sitting on the phone with a nigga convicted of gang rape, but I understand that's just me.
me I can have my job back. And they telling me it ain't on the table. And then I gotta say, well, come on, bro. Like, we want them to win. Let's give them time to
Let's talk about Lavelle. Lavelle had a whole plan where he was going to get paid by the trustees for throwing Tiffany under the bus for giving him a job with being a convicted gang rapist. Like, what an idiot. Like, I just don't understand y'all really thinking the trustees were going to really kick y'all down when y'all some of the most toxic, we can't be seen with niggas ever.
figure it out, man. Like, imagine saying to a grown motherfucker, bro, like, yeah, but you gotta understand their position. They don't got no position. The court said that it was what's supposed to happen. I mean, the EEOC says what's supposed to happen. Imagine telling that to somebody who literally gave you the most priceless gift you had, losing your fucking father. Imagine looking at somebody in their face and saying that shit, and they looking at you like, and you the advocate. You think this is something that you just
You are the advocate, nigga.
this ain't nothing worth saying nothing about, and then you gotta be stuck in between the two, like, fuck.
Yes, because there are people that do that. There's people that will try to live through certain people, which I understand. And people that give to Jed earnestly when they just believe him, God will bless them, and God should bless them. It's not their fault that they really thought this nigga wasn't as evil as he is. And it's easier with old people because, like, yeah, you could be a lonely young person, but shit, sometimes when people grow up to be lonely old people, they be sitting on bread. And they don't really have no other life like that. So that's why it's very important as a content creator, like, don't do that to people. You can accept donations, gifts, or whatever the fuck, but this type of shit's gross. That was the reason I said, you know what? Instead of us doing the last week of having the cup, I'm gonna just turn the cup off now because I don't want it to come across that I'm raising money for a vacation I'm about to take. See, this, it's just we are not the same, nigga. So when you be trying to be me, in order to try to be me, Jed, you got to fix your integrity first.
Come on, y'all. Let's get this done. Let's work this out. Let's make it simple. Imagine that shit. Oh, you can't. No disrespect upon intended. Oh, I don't want to fight though. Damn it, I will. Yeah.
So Dalton, y'all don't even need to see me for what I'm about to ask. Y'all really gonna let this nigga talk to y'all like that? That's all I want to know. Don't y'all feel stupid? Renee, what's happening? Don't y'all feel stupid? And when I tell you that you feel stupid, embrace it so you can get out of it. It's not to make fun of you. It's not to be mean. It's to help you get out of it. Y'all mean to tell me y'all don't sit around? Because my people would, Jed. My people would say, why the fuck does Shay always getting ready to do something that Jed said he was about to do? Why? My people be weirded out. If you talking about taking vacation, I'm like, I'm getting ready to take one. So instead of Jed acting up during my vacation, I think Jed gonna use my vacation to try to run. That hurts my stomach. This nigga, bro. This nigga just threatened the Dalton trustees like, y'all better give me some fucking bread or I'm suing the shit out of y'all niggas. All this shit I did for y'all and I'm still dealing with shit after this Dalton shit. And every story he got with everybody. Let's talk about Vivian's story. You understand Vivian's story is pretty simple. Jed was talking about helping Vivian. Vivian questioned some shit Jed did. Relationship over. If you watch the first video I did about Dalton, of him and Dalton, did on him and Dalton, you would think I was psychic because it's all playing out in real time. I'm gonna push back against that, Randall News, and here's why. So if you have been watching that shit, that means you had kind of seen me before any type of engagement. Because you have to see, you have to wait to see where niggas fall, and if niggas is falling for his shit. Because if niggas is falling for his shit, it's almost like there's no need to even contact that motherfucker. There's no need to be in that chat, none of that shit outside of like the trolling. When I saw it, look, if you go back to my stream, Random News, I laid a big ass clue to everybody during the live stream. It was like 2,500 people in the live. It was after, because if people remember, Tiffany tried to put me out of the meeting. And that's when I realized certain shit where I was like, why the fuck are y'all trying to put me out? Jed over here acting a fool. LIA over here acting a fool. I haven't even said shit. But that's when I realized that I think Tiffany thought I was like with Jed. She saw me come in with Kiana and them. So she probably, she didn't know what to expect. So that's why I ain't never pursued Thornton Township, like suing them for violating my rights or anything, because I can understand it. She wasn't, because once she realized, she gave me a real chance, like, okay, so we gonna see what you on. And I never did anything. So Tiffany she's never had a real dust up with me. The only dust up with me that she had was when she told William Moore to go over there and kick me the fuck out because she expected me to do some shit. But during that live, Jed was getting ready to speak, because if you guys go watch Random News video when he was in Dalton or when he was in Thornton Township speaking, who was behind Jed? And you could see prominently behind Jed while he was talking. Me. I was the person you could see. And if you remember, I told Jed, or I told the audience, I said, now we about to see what type of shit Jed really be on. People don't know that at that juncture, bro, I had already knew because somebody sent me a random news video when they first heard Jed come into the building. Give me a second. I gotta run over here right quick. But when Jed came into the building, somebody hit me before I had even mentioned it to anybody about random news. So before that video, I was already watching random videos. Okay, April. Just hold on, April. Damn. There you go. Now leave me alone. So, real talk, somebody had put me up on random, like from Jump Street. So I was just, y'all and people that know me know I'm not really the type of nigga like when the way I come on air. I like you to think that I'm coming in half cocked, uninformed, and everything else. Most of the times, I've been researching the shit before I even say anything. Like, so the shit when remember when he was gatekeeping the door at the meeting and he thought didn't nobody notice that shit? Well, I noticed it. I noticed it. And so all this shit that random news is doing now, or that's happening now, man, random news called all this shit. I gotta be honest. Every step of the way. And if you watched any of the shit like with the freedom fighters and shit, you seen that this is on par for the course. Uh, money getting low, we running out, and Jed will leave his people. That's why when what was her name? Notori? Is that her name? When I saw her at that shit with Jed not that long ago, I was like, man, you down bad. Cause I'm like, Jed threw all of y'all under the bus. How crazy is it that P Rico's like the only nigga that truly be speaking up on Jed? I would love to interview P Rico. I really would. I've been wanting to talk to him for like a year. I still want to talk to him. But, you know, Jed sitting here, he broke. I told y'all this like about a week or two ago when I started seeing these weird moves that Jed was making. He's broke. And he started to be broke. Tori used to call Jed her husband. Okay, so that was her name. Yep. The studdiest stud the world's ever. She's the prettiest stud the world's ever seen. She has very nice feminine features for a man. You know she don't shave her legs, in my opinion. So, I mean, this is when I realized Jed was really starting to be down bad. And that's remember when I had showed y'all the INA numbers. What made me go look at the INA numbers was the belt to ass song. I know everybody remembers the belt to ass song. Oh, I heard the part with I heard the part with cooking with Frank. I heard it before came on the air with y'all. Cause I had to, cause when I found out about it, I was watching it a little bit, but I had to let my phone charge because it was like damn near dead. So while I was letting my phone charge, I was picking up pieces. Yeah, I saw the shit with cooking with Frank. Not part of the forehead squad. If you go back to the belt to ass stream, obviously we laugh and make fun of him with that song. But the belt to ass stream was very key. Do you know what he said after he did the belt to ass song? He told everybody to give him $1,000 because I lost the lawsuit. So that was when the whole lie of the lawsuit started. So that's why Jed has to hold on to that lie. He got money from people. Go back and watch the stream, those that have recorded. Stop. Go back to watch the stream for those that recorded it. Motherfucking Jed raised $1,000 after that because he was getting $1,000 from them to celebrate that I lost my case. So that's why Jed was doubling, tripling, quadrupling down that lie. He raised $1,000 to celebrate me losing, and I didn't lose. That's why he's telling people like, "Oh, well, he did lose, but he got to come back because you have some time after you lose to do X, Y, and Z and yada yada." That's why. That's why he's had. That's why that was the one thing I wanted to ask him because that was for INA, and y'all didn't even know it. Questioning him about that was for INA because we already know what time it is. Like questioning him about shit that they be asking about because I don't need them to come out publicly and say Shay was right or no shit like that. I just want them to be informed. We informed. We know what time it is. I ain't too much worried about any of my people getting grifted by Jed at this point. But that's why I had to ask him when I got a chance to. You raised $1,000 from people telling people that my fucking case had been dismissed and it hadn't been dismissed at all. So how do you write that wrong? He can't. Make up some shit. Down tremendous, bro. Now this nigga's trying to run. He trying to get money. He trying to run. And he can't raise money no more. It's a real struggle for him. That's why he be so in my pocket. It's a struggle. When he was riding high on the hog, you been living off the fat of the lamb. When he was living off the fat of the lamb, he didn't worry about how much money I was making. Have y'all not noticed that Jed be knowing everything I raise money for or don't, how much I raised, how long it took me to raise that, all of that shit. See, because Jed hit them niggas in private shit that I would never do. Ask my people. And I'm giving all my people permission to roll on me. Have I ever come to any of y'all and been like, hey, I need y'all to donate all of this money so that way we can stick it to Jig since he made all of this money? I would never do. Why do I give a fuck? I don't care. I'm gonna get what I'm supposed to get. This nigga Jed, on the other hand, I know he be pressing his people like, nigga, we just gonna let LNC raid, blah, 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 blah. We gotta fight back on that. Like he got everybody thinking that he's getting ready to do a countersuit. I know about some of that shit too, random. I just ain't said nothing. Yeah, niggas was asking. Niggas was literally in the chat the other day asking that nigga, hey man, when are the $1 million investors coming? Because he told them that in response to what? Some shit we did or something like that. And then all of a sudden, oh, we got these $1 million investors coming in. And then now people are asking, and oh, his answer to that was announcement forthcoming. Yeah, okay, sure. Remember Steve Strack? I know some of y'all have seen Steve Strack in some of them chats. Steve Strack was actually on the ground in Dalton trying to get people to think that he was some millionaire nigga trying to invest in the city, in the village. Ask Berg if you think I'm lying. Steve Strack, nigga, Sherry, Britton, Brett, all the motherfuckers rolled out the red carpet for that nigga. Only found out that nigga was broke. That's what y'all get for thinking just because he a white man, he rich. Dummies. Who told y'all that? The dudes that went to his house had all the info on him. One of those guys, King Rob, was the one who got him ran out of Chicago. Believable. But that's something that I've always told people. I was like, man, Jed ain't in Chicago. And those that be around Chicago, I know how it's easy to be like, well, Dalton and Harvey's like right over here. Yeah, because he can't go nowhere else. He cannot be in Chicago, bro. He's supposed to be a Chicago advocate for gun violence, and we've gotten all the way here now. I'm suing Dalton because y'all didn't help me. What? And then you using Fania's situation to try to leverage your own situation. Disgusting, bro. You're gross. You're a gross ass nigga, man. You said Beverly dipped after that Kurt. Jed tried everything. Think about how much shit Jed's tried in the last like 3 months. He's tried to sound pro right wing. He tried to sound pro Flint, pro Harvey. He tried to come back to Dalton. He tried to come back at me. He tried to like, bro, the Vivian shit is the biggest surprise for him. See, I know some people be like, it could be a surprise to you because of what could be Vivian's alleged situation and whatnot going through that. And I'm sure that is a level of stress. But here's the thing: when you deal in the truth, it's not as hard as when you're not dealing with the truth. See, when I'm dealing with Jed on all this shit, I don't have to sit back and wonder if any of my lies are gonna ever unravel. And that's a very powerful place to sit at that I don't think a lot of y'all take real heed in that. That's a very powerful position to sit. Because Jed's sitting on the other side. Jed's sitting in a situation where he can't do that. The amount of shit that, like, I think a lot of shit Jed done forgot that niggas have done on his behalf. They literally put like Jed found out that one of the biggest mistakes Jed did. He found out that I wasn't on social media like that. So a lot of people you may find a social media account or whatever, but you'll hit me. I may take a little while to hit you back, and the main reason is I'm not on social media like that. I literally only have like Instagram and Facebook and shit installed on my phone solely to talk to people like people I know off of this app. That's it, because that's the way that they communicate. So I ain't gonna just turn myself into a strict loner. But like as far as all, I don't be doing this shit. So when Jed figured out that he could get into Dalton politics and try to control the narrative, because basically all of the Dalton people that watch my show were in there, he miscalculated. I'm on YouTube, Jed, not Facebook. So I never cared like that. But now people like John Kraft, they're getting mentioned in this fucking lawsuit, bro. Dalton Politics is in the civil conspiracy. That's where a lion's share of the civil conspiracy took place. They were over there thinking wasn't nobody watching. Nigga, I was in Dalton Politics all day, every day. Never said a fucking word. And a lot of y'all don't know what that's like. To just slide into a Facebook group where people are fucking just going in on you, your wife, your kids. They bringing up your moderators, all of that shit. And you never said a word in there. It's the first time I've ever experienced anything like that in my life. I was like, I really got y'all niggas mad because I've never said anything over here. They literally had to make multiple posts in there. If you was in Dalton Politics, you know I'm not lying, bro. They had to make multiple posts talking about stop talking about these podcasters and YouTubers and shit because they not even from here and this, that, and the third. But see, you know what, Raven? You absolutely right. But that's where they don't realize how I had they ass. I've been a public figure since I'm 19. So this shit where Jed just thought he was gonna treat me like some regular bumpkin nigga and find out all of this fucked up shit I've done in my past. No, nigga. Like I was never out in the public doing shit like you. Like whenever I was out in the public, I had very small amounts of things to say. That's why I fell in love doing this. I finally got to have a voice. So the whole time I was doing all the DJing, bro, I would DJ on the radio station for 2 hours and probably say 4 words. Like before going to commercial, the person in there that's actually talking may say something and I may jump on the mic for a second. And then at the very end of my mix, I'd shout out a couple of people. That's it. So I don't have, so even in my backsliding days, I was smart enough not to be a backslider in public. And I wasn't running massive top tier level scams. Like that's the other thing. It's just like the norm. Yeah, all of us, especially once you get like 40, we can look back at certain shit in our 20s, the bulk of us, and be like, man, I wish I wouldn't have did it that way. And thank God for delivering me that. Man, that night at the club was crazy. How did I even survive? Like, you have it's it's levels to this shit when it comes to being a public figure, bro. As a public figure, I did shit I probably shouldn't have did. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something publicly I ain't never said to nobody. When me and Christy was first talking to each other and dating, nigga, me and Christy did it in the fucking studio, bro. Yeah, I shouldn't have did that. Looking back, I shouldn't have did that, but I'm glad I did it because now we married. But like, that's like stuff like that. This shit that fucking Jed be on, I don't even understand. And the shit he be trying to compare to, where it's like, you've never been in positions as me, nigga. So how did I get the smash in the studio and nobody found out? Nigga, it was in the middle of the night and I was the only person in the fucking radio station. I worked third shifts at the radio station. So I get in the building. There it is. I know where no cameras are and all this shit. That's different than I'm not running from shit like I ripped off a whole town of people. Oh, this lady who lost her kid to gun violence or some shit like that. Like, yeah, I ran off with her money. I pretended to be a helping. And people have gotten wise during that. Remember, there's been a couple of situations that's involved other people, and Jed be like, "Oh, we in talks with so and so," and it's like, "Yeah, I believe that." And then people told you, "Don't come. We don't need you," because they know niggas look you up. That's the other thing. It's like a simple Google search show you should never bring Jed to shit. Simple Google search because Jed don't control the information because he deletes everything. So if you get on YouTube and you really start looking this nigga up, you'll find everything easily because he don't even have the content to combat against it because he erases everything. So like these type of things, man, like sometimes you crap out. This is why it's best to treat everybody how you should treat them. So that way you don't get in situations where you talk shit about a motherfucker and come to find out that niggas plays golf with your boss every weekend. Like these are things that people have had happen. And Jed deals with this all the time. He's very bad at networking, maintaining professional relationships. Jed doesn't realize I got niggas that are deep in the fucking music game right now. I can call right now, 20 plus year relationships and call me like X, Y, and Z. Oh, I heard so and so is gonna be near Oklahoma City. You think you can throw me like 3 or 4 tickets? Oh, they'll be a will call? Right on, bro. Why? Because I keep like professional relationships. All your relationships are extremely important. You just have to treat all of them with different levels of care. But your professional relationships are more important after whatever made y'all cool. So like I had been told y'all, like there's several people that like, I had these professional relationships with where it's just like we only worked hard on some shit together for like maybe a month or two. Maybe a month or two, I'll talk to this nigga every day because he's trying to get this record to pop or some shit like that. Like, well, if you cultivate that correctly, you don't need to hang out with niggas every day. Niggas know Metro, he's solid. So yeah, we could do that. That's all it comes down to in the end. He tried to go in so hard on Ryan and Amir and Beth and them, but let them try to hold a press conference and see which established media, but traditional media even bothers to show up. Well, that was the point that I pointed out to Jed. I was like, nigga, this is an L. When I first saw their shit, the first thing I saw was they got media there. That's all you need. For that type of shit, media carries further than if they had 100 people out there. They could have had 200 people out there. If the media wasn't there, it'd have been less than what they actually got. That's just the truth. So when I sit here and hear Jed, I was like, Jed, you were right across the street from the fucking from Village Hall, nigga. I see Village Hall in the background. Now, person from Village Hall came to support you. I didn't see no motherfucking media microphones out there. Jed used to get a lot of media coverage. Why don't he get it like he used to? Man, he fell off. He lost his way. He was on his way to being a top national grifter, but he got sidetracked with shit like Kanika Jenkins. That little ass money. $30,000. Like that shit's little when we talking about like I would never take $30,000 to fuck up LNC. Because I truly believe LNC has a higher market cap than $30,000 overall. Does that mean I can liquidate everything into over $30,000 right now? That's not what that means. But on paper, like, why would I ruin the entire integrity of my business for $30,000 when if somebody told you they was making $30,000 in a year, you laugh at them? Like if they trying to make it sound like some baller shit. I'm like, yeah, you hit a $30,000 lick, bro, but you hit a $30,000 lick for 1 year. That's not. That doesn't make me feel anything. He down bad, and he can't stop the bleeding. No matter what, no matter how many Vivian videos he make, how much he go at me, the V nods, all this shit. Like he's only gonna get the same like 20 people that's laughing at that shit, and those people don't care what Jed say. The Shelly Bells, the Steve Stracks, all of them niggas. Like y'all niggas ain't gonna never say shit. And then if anybody come in the chat and questions anything that niggas say, y'all all gonna jump them, even if it's something blatant. I showed y'all. He made 4,000. Okay, let's just talk about February. On record, Jed made, I think it was about $4,200. He got a $4,200 check from YouTube, which YouTubers will tell you that's impressive. For the record, I've never had a $4,000 check on YouTube. I could have, like, I was on the way to it until Jed fucked it up. Because I was getting ready to get my biggest check ever when they fucked my channel up. And, so let's just talk that. So if he made $4,200 in AdSense that month, how much would you say he raised? And be conservative. Be as conservative as you can in the amount you think he raised outside of the motherfucking $4,200 in AdSense that month. Because that's the part that always made me laugh when Jed's like, I can't survive off of this a month. And I was like, well, first of all, nigga, what kind of nigga can't survive off of $2,500 a month when they ain't got no kids, they ain't got no girl, nothing? It's just you. You can't. You can't survive off of more than five. Like what are we talking about, bro? Yeah, I think he probably got about 3,000. So he made like close to 10 bands that month during the election, and his shit is just all hope based. And then he insults you right to your face when he asks for money again. You know good and damn well he didn't finish the last project he raised money for, but then he'll tell you right to your face as he's raising money again. I did not lie. I'm not a grifter. I'm not a fraud. I'm not asking for anything. There's context in that too. I'm not asking for anything. No, I know when it's real versus when it's like you trying to lean on that. Because I got people like that, and I've had to send money back to people. I'm like, look, hold on to it. Maybe do something later. Like I don't necessarily need it right now, whatever. But Jed don't know it. Jed ain't never turned down no money. That's why he be in trouble now. All the shit that Dalton trustees did, all the shit that Dalton politics did for Jed, all the shit that Mary did. And Mary, I don't understand how Mary thinks she's gonna survive at the end of all this. Mary, you can't survive after this. You getting ready to lose a chunk of change and all your integrity. Because whoever wants your seat can easily get it. Just show how stupid you are. Do y'all really want this to be your elected official? I'll come down to Oklahoma City myself. Just if Jed get in trouble, all you gotta do is run shit. Just talking about her relationship with Jed, how she was known as Jed's mama and Jed's team's mama. See, she forgot she said that shit too, trying to be cute. All I know is I've been sick all day, and I got blessed with knowing that Jed just made my conversation with the trustees a tad more easier. But then again, I'm probably lying, man. Say peace to your boy. I'm gonna try to go back to bed if I can. I thank God for letting me survive these waves. Yeah, you messed up tonight, bro. Threatening the trustees is wild work. Good luck with that. Yeah, I wish you the best. You should have stuck to doing shit like this. You could have made a lot of money and stayed at the stroke, but you wanted that power too. You didn't want to do this forever. You wanted to be powerful. Sometimes it ain't all for us. Sometimes you can get the money and the power. Sometimes you can get the money. Sometimes you can get the power. And sometimes you don't get any of them. I'm going to try to with gravity. Amber, Janice, Raven, number 5, others. Yeah, I'm going. Well, for the record, I never left the bed since I talked to y'all. That was the rule. I would do it from bed. The plan was to have that no camera shit come over and it didn't work. I was like, uh-oh. Then I had the sound off on accident for the first couple minutes. But God is great. Don't look for me tomorrow. Uh, best case scenario for y'all as far as content goes is another bed stream. And I don't know how likely that is because I got to try to rest up because Shay last game is Saturday. Oh, shit. Shay last game is Saturday. There would be no way Daddy will miss Shay's last game. So I just thank God that this happened on a Thursday going into Friday instead of Friday going into Saturday. I shout number 5. I'm out of here, Sheena.
God is great. God is great. It ain't too late to give your life back to God. That goes for anybody who needs to hear it. Because even in my sick bed, he blessed me in a way I couldn't even imagine. God's plan.